I wanted to come to you today and just talk about the terminology stretching hair. If you hear your hair braider say that she needs to stretch the hair and what that means, pretty much stretching the hair, the braiding hair, is going to be taking it from this blunt state to a more state of, see the stretched part right here, this part where I'm pulled out and it's no longer blunt. It now has unevenness to it. That's pretty much what we're doing. We're preparing the hair so that when you have your braids at the end, it will be tapered down. It won't have a blunt finish at the end. Back in the day, we used to use the lighter to seal the ends, or even hair glue. Not hair glue, but nail glue. But you know, you don't want to do that. If you want a more natural look, you want to make sure your braider is stretching your hair. So it will come really blunt in the pack. And then what you're going to do is just take that blunt part, and you're going to take the tips, you're going to grip it with one hand. I'm better when I grip it with my right. And then you're going to take the very tips of the hair, and you're going to be pulling it. So let me start on this area right here where it's more blunt. So I'm taking it, and once you do this, you'll get faster. I'm still kind of slow because I'm still kind of new at stretching the hair. But anyway, I know that it makes a big difference, and yes, it does. So you'll want to be stretching it. And anyway, so that's pretty much the method and the process of stretching hair. And that's why I like to do it before your appointment and have it already done, because it is a little time consuming. So once the hair is stretched, it's going to look like this. You're going to have it, it's going to be real uneven all the way around. It's going to be pretty nice. And even on the other side. And there's still some areas that you can see that are a little still blunt. But once you get it pretty much well stretched out, you can then take the bundle of hair and start separating it like this, just like you shuffle a deck of cards. And you're going to just keep separating it. You may be able to take smaller sections where you see it still looking a little blunt, and you just separate it again. And you're going to shift it and position it maybe a little bit higher than you did when you first pulled it. You know, bring it back a little bit, something like that. This will really help to get that unevenness at the ends so that it's even more tapered. So, and then once I do this, I have my rack, which I got to get a better rack. And I start to put each strand that I'm going to be feeding in. This is what you'll see people do for the feed-in braids. Or they'll have their customer hold the hair in their hand, and they'll be taking strands from their customer's hand as they go. For me, I like to just preset mine out so that I can just grab and go. As I'm cornrowing, I'm going to be grabbing strands of hair and feeding it into the cornrow as I'm actually braiding. And then once I'm done with your braid, instead of boiling the water on the stove or in the microwave, I have my thermos. It's an electric thermos. You can get this at Walmart. I bought this off of Amazon, but they got them at Walmart too. And it plugs right in here, and it has a coil in the inside that heats up. You can see how much it looks like. It holds 1 liter. And this is a switch to click it on. See? And this will light up red. Once it's done, it takes approximately 2 to 3 minutes for it to completely heat up. You'll hear it click off, and your red will go away. It'll be just like this, clear. So this is the switch to click it on and click it off. So on, off. And then I normally pour that hot water into this flute. And I used to use a measuring cup, but I don't use that no more because it doesn't have the depth that I need for the longer braids. So I really do this. I used to use it because it had a handle on it and I wasn't burning my hands, but I was just like, you know what, forget that. So I use this, or you can use a pitcher, like a Kool-Aid pitcher, a plastic one. That will really be good. That way you can get larger quantities of the braids all at once. So I'll probably mess around and go to the dollar store and buy one of them. But anyway, I put the water in this. I've got my mitt. Yes, I got a mitt. And I hold it in my hand, and then dip it in there. And I let mine sit maybe about like 30 seconds, maybe 15, 20, 30 seconds. It just really depends, but usually 25 seconds is pretty good. And then I'll take it out, and you want to have your towel ready. Usually you have it draped around your customer's neck if it's shorter braids, just to make sure they don't burn. You don't burn them. So you want to protect your customer. And then, so you're going to take a portion of that towel or a separate towel, and the hair, you're going to take the towel, grip their braids at a safe area, not where it's right at the nape of their neck. No, that's going to hurt. So you're going to grip it a little bit lower so you can keep it tight. And you're going to take a towel and just pull on those braids. And when you come down to the end, you see how I'm really gripping it? That's how you're going to seal those ends really good right after it's been in that hot water. And you just pulling and letting that towel absorb all that water. And you might have to do this 2 or 3 times, because sometimes the longer you let it sit in that water, the more it's going to absorb the water. So you want to make sure that you get it as dry as possible, especially if they go in somewhere right after they leave your house. So anyway, I just thank you. Hopefully the video helped a little bit in regards to what stretching the hair means. And yeah, anyway, I'll see y'all. Bye.